I really do wish that this was a gathering to celebrate something amazing like Chicago's first pedestrian-only street. Would be amazing, would it not? Chicago needs streets for people, streets for us, streets for our children. Rafi and Lily were two sweet children, and they were killed because Chicago keeps failing the people who live and visit this city. We have some speakers here. Rebecca Resman from Chicago Family Biking and Kyle Lucas from Better Street, Chicago. We have Alderman Matt Martin to say a few words. We will have a few other statements, and we will be doing a moment of silence here for Rafi before we begin our march to Leland and Winthrop. And once we arrive there, we will have a moment of silence for Lily as well. And then a few more words before we wrap up. I don't think I need to say what the price has been. My name is Susie Donnelly, and I have been walking and biking as my primary mode of transportation here in Chicagoland for about 20 years. 12 of those with my oldest child, the last 8 with my youngest, Devon, 2, here in Lincoln Square and in Uptown, across the city. And to be honest, I live in Berlin right now, which is where I came from to be here today, because my kid's dad lives in Uptown. And every time I have to transfer them to their dad, we ride these streets. I've been advocating for safer streets almost as long as I've been riding them. And it has been hard, I cannot lie, because we watch this time and time again. Every time a tragedy happens, advocates speak up for what we know the city needs, for what we know we need, and the city rarely responds, or sometimes they'll put together a really great plan, and we get hopeful. And then come the small but sadly extraordinarily loud voices of pro-parking and anti-change people or aldermanic privilege. And 10 years later, the plans that were meant to keep people safe have been negotiated down to a shell of the plan that was originally given that would have kept people safe. Safe streets should not be up to public opinion. Safe streets should be our default every time. When COVID kept traffic on pause and slow streets swept the world, we all thought that maybe some good can come out of this bad. And in much of the world, it seems to have happened. Look at Paris. They put in 131 miles of bike lanes in 2 years. A 15-minute walkable city. They have shut down street after street to cars to make sure who is safe. Thank you. We have 300 miles of bike lanes that have occurred over about 30 years. Most of that is disjointed, grossly lacking in the south and west side. Always being driven in and parked in by drivers. Not cars, by drivers. When Chicago committed to Vision Zero, they said every person has the right to move around this city safely. That has never been the truth if you are outside of an automobile. Pedestrians cross 10 lanes of speeding traffic, drivers refusing to stop for a stoplight. To get from Grant Park to our lakefront. It's supposed to be our tourist mecca, the greatest area of all people to come and invest in our community through tourism and dining and entertainment. 10 lanes of traffic for a parent with a 2-year-old? For a 60-year-old woman who needs a walker? It is impossible to live this way anymore. Less than 1% of Chicago's stoplights, crosswalks, have accessible pedestrian signs. Do I need to mention winter? I'm pretty sure most of us have tried pushing a stroller through our city. And bike lanes. Every bike lane has uncountable parking violations because they are never enforced. I'm looking at you, Streets and Sand. You were in a 2-way bike lane yesterday, forcing riders to go into counterflow traffic blindly. And Chicago Police Department, yes, we see you, Chicago Police Department, parking in our bike lanes with no insurance and no consequences. And what about rock and roll? Why is it that our kids don't get the same rights to walk safely through our neighborhoods, to bike safely through our bikers, scooters, however you go, you are what is different this time because look at you here with us together. We are not asking anymore. We are demanding our streets. Immediately. So no naysayers, no NIMBYs came in here to say, no, you can't have a path through our community. It became understanding what was the right way to do that. And that is the difference in these conversations. Matt.
I'm Matt Martin. I'm the alderman of the 47th Ward. Many of you bike here, many of you took public transit. Some of you, like myself, we walked. I live just a few blocks that way. And I've got a 2-year-old myself and a 7-year-old. My 2-year-old just learned to scoot on this street on Eastwood across this intersection. My 7-year-old just learned to bike on this street through this intersection. And as both a parent, a resident, and as a public official, we're just not doing it. My office, Josh Marks, many of you know and respect. I would say you cannot find a more committed person in city government to pedestrian bikes all across our community to figure out what we can do better. So over there, just a block away, we did bump outs, but that's not enough. We need a series of bump outs. We need a series of protected bike lanes, which we're pushing along Clark Street right now. But that's not going to happen in a piecemeal way. That's not going to happen just with aldermanic offices. It happens through strength, through activism, through demands. Just look around. This is something that is not happening. And while it's important that we come together and mourn, it's also important that we come together and ask what we can do collectively, working with and for offices like mine. So I remain as committed as ever to working with every single one of you to make sure that every single person in our community, no matter how young or old, no matter how they like to get along, how they're able to get along, that they can walk, that they can bike, and roll safely through every single block of our community and our city. You have my commitment. I will continue working with and for you. Take care and let us know how we can continue to support these efforts. We need one another. Take care.
Hello everyone. My name is Kyle Lucas. I'm one of the co-founders of the graduate from We're fighting for safe streets because we know that that's what we need and it's what we don't have right now. And it's despicable. I'm devastated that yet again, here we are confronted with tragic and preventable loss of life on our streets. Rafi and Lily should be here with us. And I send my deepest condolences to the families of these young children. I'm not a parent, and it's impossible to grasp the devastation that the other face. I do feel devastated, and it's time for change. We cannot accept this. This reality is sick. And let me be clear, the city of Chicago is on the hook. responsibility to protect our children. We are long past due for the city to build safe infrastructure. This year alone, 14 pedestrians, 4 people on bikes, dead. We can't accept that. How many people must be killed before the city of Chicago enacts meaningful changes to our streets? Despite regular traffic violence, the city has taken little action, and what's worse, as Susie said, the infrequent occasions that the city does introduce street projects, they are blocked by small but loud voices and automatic privilege. Safe streets are not public. They are this is why we are demanding Chicago Department of Transportation, Mayor Lori Lightfoot, and all 50 Chicago alder people must take immediate action to avoid more preventable deaths on our streets. We can put up concrete barriers tomorrow. We can. There are a number of specific changes that must be implemented in order to make our streets safer for all Chicagoans, whether they are 2 or 100. We must prioritize pedestrian and bike safety over parking. Experts recommended gold standard road designs instead of watering them down for small but loud voices. It has to stop. We own these streets. We have to require all large trucks, not just those by city contractors, outfitted with sidewalks. We have to require that all trucks in the city, not just those from city contractors, must have sidebars. They will save lives. And we have to reinforce and expand limits on trucks' access to our streets. Semi-trucks don't belong on this street. Your pickup truck. And we have to address Chicago's poorly enforced illegal parking crisis through updated street design that includes safe loading zones and forces enforcement and consequences on the most dangerous and frequent offenders, which is commercial vehicles, rideshare vehicles, and city vehicles, especially the Chicago Police Department. Rafi and Lily's deaths are the result of unsafe street design, a lack of traffic enforcement, and a culture that prioritizes automobiles over people, over our children. The city of Chicago must step up. The time for change, the time for safe streets is now.
Hey everybody. My name is Rebecca Resman, and I'm the founder and lead organizer for Chicago Family Biking. Usually when I'm standing in front of a crowd this size, we're about to go on a fun, family-friendly bike ride. Just last month, I rode with the Lincoln Square Kids on Mass Ride down this street through this intersection. I'm sick that I'm up here today with a much different message. So we're a grassroots organization every Chicagoan. All of you here today, everyone at home, I see news cameras. If you're looking at me right now, this means you. I am asking every Chicagoan to commit to safe streets. This means leaving 10 minutes early so when you're driving you don't feel rushed and you don't make unsafe driving choices. Your own agenda, just for a few moments, to get people walking, biking, and rolling. A few moments to safely cross the street. You should be anticipating that. Kids, look at me. If you see your mommy or your daddy or your caregiver or the person in, the carpool up there, if they're driving and they're on the phone or they're not stopping at stop sign, you tell them. You say, hey, slow down. Sometimes mommies and daddies and adults need reminders too. They need your help. But most importantly, this means that we must stand up for Safe Streets projects that we know will save lives. Because if you don't shout yes, you are saying no. We cannot allow the opinions of the not in my backyard NIMBYs and the parking pretenders to continue to strip biking and walking projects of the safety features that make them impactful. And this is a big one. Neighborhoods are not shortcuts. Today isn't the end of this conversation. Please be sure to sign up for our Fight for Safe Streets by officially RSVPing to this event. We have people walking around with QR codes. They're posted on the signs. Give us your information because we are following up. You are accountable now. You showed up here. You need to show up after this. You need to show up. You need to tell your elected leaders that this is over. That we are not the monsters. Actually, open your email because we are ready to work with you. I want to thank one of our partners, Active Transportation Alliance. We're going to be working closely with them over the next days, weeks, months, years. We already have been. We're going to continue. They're helping us. They're the ones that are going to be issuing action alerts. And together, we're going to make an impact. If this doesn't stop now, what will it take? I'd like for everyone to welcome a very, very special family. We're going to have Rafi's family come up here and say a few words. And then we're going to have a 2-minute moment of silence to remember him in the 2 short years he was here.
Good morning. My name is Mary Ross, Rafi's mom.
Good morning. My name is Cardenas. I am the father of Rafi, Rafi.
We would like to thank our friends, family, members of our community for our current and guidance and care. The way that everybody has worked with us in this community, I think that loss is not only our own, this is a loss for our whole community.
This is our home. This is where we should feel safe. Where our children should be able to play. Where we should be able to raise our families. Where anyone should be able to take a stroll, or a bike ride, or ride their scooter without fearing the worst. our streets are not safe.
In times of trauma and grief, we ask ourselves so many questions. We search for answers in situations where there may not be any. In spite of that, we must seek out opportunities where we can make enough change. We have to try.
Our mission is to honor Rafi and Lily by enacting change. Together, we will demand that our streets be updated and redesigned so that pedestrian safety is always prioritized. We will demand that our communities all throughout the city are educated so they know how to advocate for their safety. We will demand that drivers take responsibility for their actions and understand the risks involved in operating a motor vehicle. We will not stop until we are all safe.
Together we can build the future we need for all residents. Join us in this mission and let two beautiful souls, Rafi and Lily, guide us on this journey. We are really honored to live in a community where people carry on Sunday morning to fight for change. Thank you so much to everybody for being here this morning.
Myself and Rafi's family and 2 minutes of a moment of silence to remember Rafi. Longer. I'd like to welcome a representative from Lily's family up to the stage.
You hear me now? Great. I'm Brendan Cardenas. I'm a lawyer with Friedman Cardenas Law Firm. When I heard about the details of these two awful tragedies, to be honest, I didn't have a very lawyerly reaction. I had an emotional reaction. I suspect that everyone here had an emotional reaction when they heard about these two awful events. That emotion is important. It's hard to hold on to, but hold on to it is something that we have to do. Because that emotion is energy, right? It's energy that all of us here today need to use to make the changes that everyone here has talked about. Use that energy and hold on to it. I know we all have to recover, some more than others, of course. But hold on to that anger and energy and use it for positive change. Join the Active Transportation Alliance. Work with Better Streets Chicago. Contribute to Bike Lane Uprising. Work with Alderman Martin. Work with Congressman Quigley. Do whatever has to be done to bring about this change. Talk to your friends and family, your neighbors, and make sure that they do as well. It's going to be hard, and it's going to be frustrating. And there'll be times when we all want to give up, give in to the negative side of our emotions. But remember this scene when things get hard going forward. Remember all these people that are here to support this community, to support each and every individual here, and continue to march forward for change. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I want to acknowledge Congressman Mike Quigley, who has promised to do everything within his power to bring the funding needed to create real change. And let's understand what that change needs to be. It needs to be a real network of hard, protected bike lanes on every street in Chicago. It sounds hard, but we can do hard things. Thanks so much.
I need this. I can be loud, but I need to get louder! It is okay to be sad in this moment. But in this moment, you also need your voice. I want to hear you over this train. Calling for engineers, safe streets for all. Safe streets
It's for all. The streets for all. Safe streets for all. Safe streets for all. Safe streets for all. Safe streets for all.
Got the energy. Keep that energy. Make sure all of Chicago hears you. The whole way. It is 1.4 miles. You can do this. We have a few instructions before we head out. Let's see if I can get them all correct. We are having marshals along our walk. So I'm asking everyone to please try to make sure you keep room to the left and the right on the outer side so that the marshals can kind of look past us and get to the intersection to make sure we are all protected. You will see Mike in pink on the single wheel. Okay, are we ready?